the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to Call Me Old Fashioned, where we talk everything bourbon, whiskey, and of course, old fashions. Today we're going to do something just a little bit different. We've kind of been switching it up lately with these live streams. All these are kind of improv. So today we're going to do a little bit of bourbon cream. Honestly, I saw a little TikTok. I wish I could find it. I saw it and then I didn't save it, so I can't give credit to the actual creator. But if I find it, I'll kind of put their stuff down below. But basically, he's making a little bourbon morning coffee. You know, you can't say you've been drinking all day unless you start in the morning, right? So we're going to make a little bourbon cream drink with the Buffalo Trace bourbon cream. This stuff, honestly, wasn't too bad. This is like 25 bucks a bottle. I don't know if that's like good or bad. I don't really buy bourbon cream or, you know, Bailey's or any of that stuff, but I imagine it's probably all in the same price point. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of dive in. I forgot the ice. Let me see if I can get the wife to bring it in real quick. That's my bad. Okay, well, that's my fault. I was getting everything else ready for the stream, forgot the ice in the freezer. The cup's already ready to go, so all she gotta do is bring it in. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. Basically, the recipe, in a sense, is gonna be bourbon cream, some, let me do this. We'll swap it over here to that. Buffalo Trace, and then a little bit of coffee. Now, everybody can pick their own coffee. I get this at Costco. It's pretty good stuff, but I like my coffee black normally. So that's typically what I'm going to use for this. Good. I'm glad you saw my text. I can't believe I forgot it in there. So let's go ahead and dive in. We'll start to make it up a little bit. The wife doesn't like bourbon, right? And I'm hoping like this is a good segue for her to be able to kind of slowly start liking it. Maybe I'm overthinking it, you know? Maybe I'm wishful thinking for that. Let's check the chat real quick before we start diving in. Again, this is live. If you're watching after facts, feel free to skip around. We are going to go over, this is the last day to be able to enter in for the giveaway. So if you're interested in a bottle of E.H. Taylor Small Batch or Weller Antique 107, definitely want to figure out how to get in on that before tomorrow's live stream. To the chat, Bourbon Daddy says, this stream looks, dare I say, creamy. That's funny. Hey, I think you're right. Eric in the chat, he says, let's do this. Cheers, everyone. Mark Duffy says, amen to that. I think he's referring to the... You can't say you've been drinking all day unless you start in the morning. So, amen to that. All right, let's start with bourbon. I'm using Buffalo Trace. You can use pretty much whatever you want, I'm guessing. But the recipe was basically 1-in-1 of everything. I don't know if he did it after the fact to like switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna do 1-in-1 and then we can play around with it to really kind of fine tune the recipe itself. So basically 1.5 ounces. This one's a little off. It's like almost 2 ounces for this. We'll just say it's 2 ounces. It smells delicious. I'm gonna try this bourbon cream real quick by itself, just to get a little taste of it. You know, it's probably not the right glass to put it in, but you do get bourbon, but it's very faint. Obviously, the bourbon cream itself is only like a 30 proofer, 15% alcohol, but yeah, I hear good things about it. So. Oh, I already know this is going to be delicious. This is going to be good. I can tell. I can feel it. It's going to be delicious. Just looking at it, though, I think the ratio's off. I think what that guy told me on that stream, not the stream, it was like a TikTok thing. I think those ratios are going to be a little off. And then obviously 2 ounces of coffee as well. Just for your pick-me-up, you know? Give this thing a little stir. You know how some people on like the internet, when they mix drinks and stuff like that, they're gonna slam it back and go, "Ooh, that was tasty." I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm here to enjoy the drink, not get completely fucked up. Debatable on that, but close enough. All right, let's give it a cheers. I'm on to something here. I didn't make this up. So I wish I did. I wish I could take full credit for making this up. It's really good. But you got to kind of be into that. You know what I mean? You got to be into like an iced coffee feel. It's very light as far as like a bourbon drink goes. It's bourbon in it, but the main star of it, in a sense, is the bourbon cream. That's basically what comes through first. Then obviously the coffee's got a little undertone there, but it's mainly the bourbon cream kind of overpowers everything, which is pretty nice. But it's more like it feels more milkshakey, right? But it's very good. The only thing it's missing is like a little chocolate syrup and a little whipped cream. I'm not being picky. Tuxedo Cat, as soon as I say it, it says put some whipped cream on it. I don't have any whipped cream. I probably wouldn't eat that on stream anyway, but I mean, I think it's going to be good. I think if I added just a touch more of the bourbon cream, the wife would like it. Or a touch more coffee. One of the two. Back to the chat. Eric says, don't forget the merch. Yeah, of course. Merch is going to be dropped tomorrow. I'm not going to preach that too much. I don't want to be like a salesman. But if you guys are interested in any merch, the store will go live tomorrow during the live stream. You guys can check it out. It's got some cool stuff in there, but to each his own. Mark Duffy says Fireball is good with coffee too. Honestly, I'm not going to argue with you on that. I'm like, some people may love that. I'm not starting my morning with Fireball because I may not finish the day. But that's just a me thing. Liz says cheers. And she also says, let me know if I would like it. I think made slightly different, maybe not on like a 1-to-1 ratio, then she would like it. Everybody says cheers, cheers. Mark Duffy says, yeah, make it fancy. I mean, I would. But I honestly, like, I didn't think that far ahead. Just wanted to figure out if it was good. I wasn't so far looking at the thrills. But maybe if I would have brought some whipped cream, a little chocolate syrup, some sprinkles, you know what I mean? My bad. But it's so far so good. I'm going to play with it here in a second, see if I can like mess with the recipe. But Tuxedo Cat in the house. Welcome, buddy. Fireball gang. Eesh. So, I mean, you can kind of see it's milky. But also, like, what I'm thinking is it's like, for me, if I went to go get an iced coffee, I'm not getting it like this. I get it just straight black, no sugar, no cream. Like, give me just bean juice. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get too crazy on it. But let me take another sip, and then we're going to play with the recipe a little bit, really fine-tune it for you guys. I don't know, it's kind of... Do I have any more coffee? Fuck it. Full send. I didn't have much coffee left. I was worried. I was going to make hot coffee, but I don't think hot coffee mixed with this stuff would have been that great. I'm also not a hot coffee kind of person, so I was just kind of hoping I could get away with just what I had for the iced coffee left. I think regardless, whether if the drink is good to her or not, I think the wife would like the bourbon cream itself. It has notes of bourbon, kind of you can tell it's there, but it's not like, it doesn't have the harshness. And I know most of the people that try bourbon that don't like it is just usually because they don't like the burn. You know what I mean? That's what it was. It needed just a hair more coffee, and for me, probably a little bit more bourbon would have made it perfect. But we're trying to figure out the right recipe for you guys. Right now we're at 2 ounces of each, and then just a splash more of coffee, splash more of a buffalo. So far. Eric says, I don't drink coffee and I don't like root beer, but I like, where is it? It says, but I like said on the stream 2 days ago, bourbon cream and root beer is good. Sometimes when people type in here, I feel like I'm having a stroke trying to read it because it moves so quick. There we go. That was it. That was it. That was the move. Perfect. Perfect. I wish I would have put just one ice cube in there so I didn't have a bunch of ice like melting it down, but you know, now we're here to learn about it, you know? So what's your thoughts on this? Would you try this? Is this something you feel like you like? Or have you had something similar? Obviously, I know people have had, you know, this in root beer, this in Dr. Pepper, this in Coke, and they say it's like a good move. To me, I don't want to drink that. Maybe I'd try it, but I wouldn't just sit back and drink that just because, like, this isn't enough bourbon in just the bourbon cream for me to consider it like a real like drink. So I probably wouldn't be drinking that. Like if I'm gonna have a drink, I want it to have like some oomph to it, and that's why I like this recipe so much, is because you're putting a good amount of bourbon in it. Obviously, the bourbon cream has a little bit more, and then you're kind of flaring it up with some extra stuff like the coffee, and obviously the bourbon cream itself. So Eric says, just make tonight a Buffalo Trace bottle kill night. Hey, I mean, I don't really have much left in it. We got maybe a pour, but I could finish this off. Yeah, maybe I could drink some other Buffalo stuff too if I needed to. I do plan to kind of stick around on the stream a little bit. I can kind of show you guys some stuff that I picked up earlier, and then yeah. But back to this part before everybody starts clicking off from their original when they watched after the fact. What do you guys think about this? Is this something you want to try? Is this a recipe that you'd like? Because what the video I saw, I wish I could give them credit. I can't because I don't remember who it is. They had it in a Dunkin' cup, right? And they made this like bigger scale, and they put it in a Dunkin' cup and saying you could drink it at work and nobody would know. And everybody was like, how would they know? How would they know? And in reality, it looks just like iced coffee. If nobody tasted it or smelt it, they wouldn't know. So, when you going to eat bugs? Eat the bugs? Well, I think somebody's having a stroke typing that, but they said, when are you going to eat the bugs? You'll eat bugs and like it. What the fuck? Depends on what kind of bugs we're talking. Are we talking about like some chocolate-covered scorpions or something? Tuxedo Cat says, also, I don't know about this. I'm on the fence. I just drink my brandy, Alexander, LOL, brandy, chocolate liqueur, and cream. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Everybody kind of has their own style of versions of things like this. I don't really have a version that I like so far. This is probably as close as it gets. I don't care for Bailey's. It's just, it feels way too extra sweet for me. It's obviously sweet, right? But it's not like over, I don't feel like I'm going to have a crazy hangover with it. Bro, that beer I drank yesterday, I didn't get like a hangover because I don't really get hangovers like that. But like it sat weird on me yesterday. Like I was watching the kid for a little bit. He finally went to sleep, and I was just sitting on the couch watching some TV, and it felt weird in my tummy. I'm just going to say that. Mark Duffy says, buffalo cream and ice cream, is all I've ever had. And the bourbon cream itself. This with some ice cream and maybe like I hate to say it, it's like a white Russian. Like vodka would go better. Nah, fuck that. Just bourbon. We'll find a stronger bourbon to put in there. Make like a bourbon milkshake. I'm here for it. I'm here for all that. I would try it. Probably more the wife speed. Yet I definitely feel like this is in the wife speed lane. And that's really what I was going for, is to figure out how can we get the wife into bourbon, right? I got enough behind me that I need help drinking it. You know what I mean? But she doesn't care for bourbon. She doesn't care for whiskey. But if I could slowly work her into it, you know what I mean? I'm playing the long game here. Mark says, incognito drinking at work is fun. I'm self-employed, so I just drink out in the open. My boss is a dick. Unfortunately, he's with me all the time. I'm my own boss. I've heard a lot of people say bourbon cream and ice cream is really good. What'd you think? He's like, I love it, but I'm fat. And it was ice cream and bourbon. Yeah, I mean, I'm like a true fat kid too. I'm like, ooh, ice cream and bourbon. You know what I mean? Like that's right up my alley. Eric says, I feel you. Somebody else in the chat, which is 666 PR, Malibu and pineapple is the best. Sure, for my wife. I don't like Malibu because I hate coconut. But like if you get me on a cruise, I'm drinking all the girly drinks. You know what I mean? I'm drinking Malibu and pineapple. You know, I'll drink Cosmos. I don't give a fuck. I'm just drinking to have fun at that point. And I'm not paying for the expensive stuff on a cruise because it's even twice or 3 times as much. But that's why you got to go with the drink package, boys. The one part that I do like about this and live streaming, just so you know, sometimes I get a little tired, so I want a little coffee, but who drinks coffee on a bourbon stream? Mix them two together, fired up. Gina Terry says D. I don't know where to go from there on that one. E, F, G. I didn't know where we were going. Sorry, guys. But yeah, again, if you're just popping in, we're doing a little bourbon cream experiment, I'd say, where you mix 1 part bourbon cream, almost spelled it, 1 part Buffalo Trace, and then 1 part just any kind of iced coffee, black, whatever you guys want. Kind of mix those 3. It was good by itself, and most people should probably drink it like that because it's easier to figure out. But I put an extra splash of coffee, an extra splash of Buffalo Trace in it. That, to me, made it just that perfect amount. And again, anybody that's new in the chat, feel free to subscribe. That's the only way you're going to be entered into the giveaway for tomorrow with the Aged Taylor or the Weller bottle. There's other stuff on that, but you're going to have to figure that out on your own or wait later in the stream. Eric says, easy nuts. They said that I didn't mean to type it. Didn't mean to type that, by the way. It's all good. I thought we were going to start a trend. Everybody's just going to do the alphabet. It's kind of like when a cop pulls you over and you've been drinking, they want you to say the ABCs backwards. I thought that's what was happening. It's okay. Let me go through it. So this is the instructions for the giveaway. A little bit easier to read on the actual page, but just to quickly go over it, every comment on every individual video, don't spam my comments. It's 1 comment per video will give you an entry in, because I'm going to select 4 comments from 4 different videos to go in a head-to-head battle in a duck race. For the winner, they're going to get to pick either E.H. Taylor Small Batch or Weller Antique 107. Obviously, you got to be subscribed, but more importantly, you have to be 21 or older. And on top of that, you have to attend the live tomorrow, 8:45 it starts Eastern time, and we'll be kind of bouncing around. I got some bottles to go over with you guys tomorrow too. It's just an excuse for me to break out some good stuff, but hey, to each his own. So that's all I have for you on that. And then, of course, the merch drops tomorrow. But now we're just going to kind of kick back, have some drinks. Mark says, I can't do that sober. That's funny. Duck races? Bro, hey, we're here for it. If you don't know about the duck races, I'm just saying. I would just throw everybody's name into the duck race, but it's harder for me to go pick everybody's name out. And I was trying to get like this thing where you guys could fill out the information, make it super easy for me, but you had to pay like as much as the bottle to be able to do that. And I wasn't going to do double, so I'm just going to pick 4 comments, make it easy. I'll do the random comment picker though, but other than that, it's I'm just trying to make it easier on myself. If you comment on the videos, you have a good shot, because there's not like a shit ton of comments on my videos. People watch them though, especially the shorts. I should do a whole video on TikTok comments, bro. Those are hilarious. Me and the wife will just read them at night, cracking up. It's a good time. If you guys have TikTok, go check that out. You give yourself a good laugh. Do you have the kid in hand? Nope, I don't think she heard me. I want her to try this before I slam her down. I think for her, though, adding just a touch more of this in would be the right move, you know? Because it got a little watered down. Mark Duffy says, I'm drinking on Echoes in Eternity Knob Creek pick. I don't even know what that is, to be honest. I know it's a Knob Creek pick. It says tasty. What's the proof on that? I had Knob Creek last night. I'm not a big Knob Creek kind of guy. I don't know. I don't know why. Like, I like it, but it's never my go-to, you know? Slammer down. This stream is still PG. I wish I would have set it up. I wish I would have set up the call-in show today, but I figured we wouldn't get as many just because it's improv stream. But next week, sometime we'll do a call-in show, and then we can let you bump it up to PG-13, bud. Louis in the chat, he says they should make a Buffalo Trace Gold at 105 proof. Cheers. Hey, I'm here for that. I think that would be pretty good. The issue is finding it. You know what I mean? I can't find. Oh, he said Buffalo Trace. Okay, no, I was thinking Blanton's when you said that, but now that I fully understand it, I agree completely with you. Give us like an extra level up, like a cast strength version of Buffalo Trace without it being like a store pick or something like that. We can call it Buffalo Trace Gold. I'm here for that. That sounds like a good fucking plan. Somebody get Louis on the phone with Buffalo Trace.
I didn't know you were talking about it.
It's all right. You want to try it?
Yeah.
We got the wife and the kids going to try this. Just kidding on the kid part. I don't have a straw. Go ahead. We got to keep it PG for a second, guys. We got duders in hand. Say hey, everybody. What's up, guys? He's like, bro, he loves this room because of the lights. You like it or no?
I think I would like it if it didn't have this in it. I think I would like it.
I did add a little bit more of that.
Yeah,
Here,
it's really strong.
here. Try this. It's just the bourbon cream. We got another review here, everybody. Full review.
That is delicious.
You like the bourbon cream?
Yeah.
All right, boys, you have it here first. If you want to get your wife into bourbon, start with bourbon cream. She likes it.
Good.
Yep, yeah. I think you would like it if it didn't have the bourbon in it and we mix it with something else. But here, see you later, dude. Have fun.
Here.
What? No, don't do that.
Peace
Don't do that.
What?
Just don't do that.
Okay. Peace out, guys. That was really good.
I can get you some once I'm done.
Okay.
I'll make you a different drink or something with it. All right, boys. Interruption from the kid. He says, hey, obviously you guys saw. Take a rip from the nip on the bourbon cream. Bro. I was like, it's not enough cream. She just comes in, squirts them in. I get it. Louis says bottle. Hey, one day he'll be on the stream drinking, just not today. Mark Duffy says, I would do a cast strength Buffalo Trace. I feel like a higher proof Buffalo Trace would be perfect. I'm honestly not a big fan of Buffalo. I'm not a big Buffalo Trace fan. He looks old enough for a shot. Bro, he's not even 2 months yet, and he is massive. He is a big fucking kid. I'm seeing all these posts of like everybody else that had kids around me with these tiny little like creatures, right? Toothpick little handfuls. And I'm over here like toddler size. He doesn't fit in half his clothes anymore. We're already moving on to 2 diapers. It's crazy. Texio Cat says, great appearance from the First Lady. We finally got a review out of her. You know what I mean? And so far, we're 1 for 1 on reviews with the wife. I'm not saying I'm clutch. I'm just saying clutch it up. But yeah, to kind of go over the cast strength Buffalo Trace, I do like Buffalo Trace in the right circumstance. I think it's a super good entry bottle. I think it's very family friendly. It is tasty, but it's nothing like, doesn't blow your socks off. And that's where they started coming out with, you know, Blanton's, Eagle Rare, all this other stuff, because it's the same mash bill, just different. You know what I mean? But I think where they could capitalize, to kind of go over Louis' point here, is if they did make a gold version and it was like a cast strength or a higher proof version, I think not only would they sell a shit ton more, but they could make more money from it, and it would loosen up the line a little bit on like the Eagle Rare and stuff like that, because most people, they buy some of these more expensive bottles because they're going for the proof. Everybody loves Buffalo Trace, but they want higher proof shit. You know what I mean? And I think this is good, but give it to me at bottled and bond status or higher. I'm here for it. Louis also says, I want a C923 Elijah Craig from a YouTube channel, Echoes Eternity. I don't know who that is, but That's fucking sick. I can't even find a C923 to be able to give that away. We're doing a giveaway, but it is E.H. Taylor Small Batch or Antique 107. I just thought those were two cool bottles. Apparently everybody does those, but that's my bad. We'll have to wait till we hit 2,500 subscribers, and then we can give away something better. I'm not scared away to give something better, but we obviously everybody's got to earn it here. You know what I mean? I haven't even hit monetization yet, so this is all out of my pocket. Mark says, I remember having a small baby, and now that little shit is 15. Enjoy every moment. Absolutely. It feels like he's already 15. Sean is cool as hell, like most bourbon tubers. Is that who's Sean? Is it Sean from Echoes? Is that where that's from? I'll look it up. I've never heard of that one though. I don't watch a lot of YouTube though. And when I do, it's stupid shit like mindless, like Mr. Beast or Ryan Trahan or something stupid. They're not stupid. They're cool, whatever. But you know what I mean. Eric says, I'm with you. My oldest just turned 16. Way fast. I can imagine. I wish I could like copy it. Let's just type it in over here. That's one hell of a name to try and like put together though. Like there's no way I would like remember that. Found the channel. I can't click on it though because then it's gonna mess up my live stream, but I'll check it out later. What I do find out that I hate that I put myself in that category. A lot of these like bourbon YouTubers are kind of old. Not taking shots, but like people are, geez, bro. You ever drink Bailey's from a shoe? I mean, I'm not scared of no shoey, but I mean, I'm not drinking Bailey's from a shoe. You can't combine those two things. Maybe you shotgun like a White Claw or something out of a shoe, but not Bailey's. Bailey's got cream, a little thick. I ain't drinking nothing like that out of a shoe. It's got to be a new shoe. Or I got to have a lot of bourbon before that. I'm almost certain your comment's not going to pop up. Not to everybody else, at least. Gina Terry's leaving the stream, guys. See you later. Have a good rest of your night. Stay safe. But yeah, I'm old Greg. My name's not Greg. I mean, I'm old too, but like obviously like the YouTubers that I've watched before is like Bruzel, which is like, I mean, he's not 22. You know what I mean? Where a lot of like YouTubers typically nowadays are like, 15 to like 25. You know what I mean? Like the majority of YouTubers, not like older people figuring out how to use technology. Kind of put myself in the older category, so my kid is absolutely losing it out there. But yeah, so we may go over this tomorrow, but I picked up a little bottle. I'll slide these off to the side for a second. Ronan says, sup, Greg? My name's not Greg, but if you want to call me Greg, that's fine. I picked up a bottle of Caribou Crossing, single barrel Canadian whiskey, about an 80 proofer. Fucking 80 proof for real? If I would have known that, I wouldn't have picked that fucking thing up. I'll tell you that. I'm pissed. I thought it said 100 proof before, but I just read it as we're doing this. That pisses me off. I don't want 80 proof. I'm sure it's gonna be good, whatever, but there's no way I sit there and drink that like a bunch. Bailey's from a shoe? That's old man Greg. Wait, is there really a guy who drinks Bailey's from a fucking shoe? Eric, always stay on top of everything. Eric's basically like the accountant at this point. He says, if you haven't already, hit the like button, touch the subscribe button, turn the bell on. That way you don't miss tomorrow's live stream. We go live every Friday at 8:45 Eastern Time. And then we do some improv live streams during the week where we just do some random shit. And we drink, we review some stuff, we have some fun. And those are kind of spur of the moment. So if you have the bell turned on, you'll know you can come hang out. If not, then you can always meet us on Friday. I wonder if it mixed properly. The only downside of this drink, the Buffalo Trace, the bourbon cream, the coffee, is it gets old quick. You know what I mean? Because you're just drinking like basically like fancy milk. And to me, I'm not super keen on like, I like sweet bourbon, but I don't like sweet drinks, if that makes sense. So Mark says, dude, how are you saying Bailey's from a shoe and don't know old Greg? Somebody commented. Somebody threw in a comment and said, have you ever drank Bailey's from a shoe? So I just responded. But I was thinking like that UFC fighter that does shoeies with Bud Light. Typically, he takes a shoe from the crowd, pours a Bud Light in it, drinks it. That's what I was thinking of. I'm not drinking Bud Light either, but... Yeah, one ice cube in this drink, like a nice square or like a circle or whatever. Just one cube though. All this extra shit is for the birds. William Hall in the chat says, cheers, y'all. Or all, my bad. What's going on, Will? I'm trying not to waste this, but there's no way I'm finishing this drink. It's just too much. Too much for me. I need to switch her up, you know? Switch her up. Grab a Glen. Yeah, his name is a little offensive. I imagine it probably didn't pop up for you guys. I'm not gonna repeat it. It'll probably get me a little YouTube strike. Old Greg is a hilarious skit. I mean, you guys are always trying to give me homework when I get off these streams, and I got to go look up a bunch of stuff. I got to look up that one YouTuber now with Sean. I got to look up Greg with his shoes and Bailey's. I don't know if I want to watch that, though. Why is that camera, like, so off focus here? There it goes. Pull it back. Tuxedo Cat bailed already? Is that where we're going with? I haven't seen him in a minute. But yeah, so now we're going to probably just switch to just having like a quick little pour of Buffalo Trace, and then I'll kind of open it up and let you guys pick something off the shelf if we do a second one, you know? So. Old Greg, then Echoes. Okay. Whatever you guys want. Old Greg, then Echoes. Anything else? What the fuck is in my cup? There might be a crack in my cup. Hopefully not. Tuxedo Cat says, do your homework. What the fuck, I'm here. Hey, I didn't know. I didn't see you in a minute. My chat was moving fast, but I know you like to sneak out at times, go get a little snacky snack, a little alcohol pad, whatever. That's way... Why does that keep going misfocus here? What's happening? This camera is always like the biggest pain in my butt here. Switch it. Switch it up. Skylar in the chat, he says, hi. What's going on, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good night. Us here, we're just doing some alcohol shit. It's the only way I can explain it. We did a bourbon cream drink with the bourbon cream Buffalo Trace. Made a little drink with that. You can always scroll back or rewatch it after the live stream ends and kind of see how that goes. And now we're just kind of in that hangout mode where we're just going to talk shop, talk about tomorrow's live stream, drink, shoot the shit. So Eric says, Tuxedo, I told you we needed some way of getting in contact with you and you go MIA. We get worried. I think we need to just get him like a little shock collar. You know what I mean? Sean in the chat says, The suspense on stuff like that's killing me, guys. We gotta finish the sentence. We had Gene in here saying D. Now we got the. Austin in the chat says hello. What's going on? Bro, what is up with my camera? It's like trying. That's driving me nuts. Give me a second. I'm just going to click that button. Oh, it's me. It doesn't like me. That's what it is. About damn time in a minute. There we go. And then he says, I'm going to be back home. That's what's going on. That's what's up. I'm going to be back home. I think most of us on the stream and are in the chat, we're already home and we're basically just kind of in for the night, hanging around. But I also kind of remember that, like, I may be in Florida, so it may be 10 o'clock my time, but there's still some people that is they're still just getting off work. Some people it's 7 o'clock. Who was it? There was somebody that commented on it earlier. I'm going to look it up just so I don't forget about him. Sean also says, hi, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Well, welcome to the channel. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn the bell on. If you're over 21, make sure you enter the giveaway before it's too late. I'm trying to go to the comments. I'm dying because I know he's always in here, but I always forget his name. Oh, it's Mr. Lopez. Mr. Lopez wants me to start the streams at 10 o'clock at night, my time. And I'm like, or what is it? Yeah, 7? I don't fucking know anymore. He wants me to start them late. You know what I mean? Or just stream longer. Because typically I'm ending around that time. That's why I did this stream a little bit later, just to kind of see what it's like, you know? Just test it out. Tuxedo says, oh, I forgot Eric. Blah, blah, blah. What are we doing, guys? Is that your address? Now I can send you stuff if I want. Got him. You are like right next to my uncle, by the way. So when we do go visit him, you're going to be like right there, right there. Here, and here's my social. Yeah, can we get the social? Eric says, what's happening in Austin? Mark Duffy says, I grew up in Fort Myers area and now in the Raleigh area. In North Carolina, I love North Carolina. So I live in Jacksonville, and like I bounce back and forth whenever we move to St. Augustine, Jacksonville. But I shoot weddings mainly as my main job, and I go to North Carolina all the time. But I love going to the mountains. But my brother lives in Asheville, so we kind of anytime I get to just try. He goes. Sean says, I'm just, bro. Finish the sentence. Killing me here. Tuxedo Cat says, Mr. Lopez. Yeah. He wants me to do a little later streams. Tater Dom in the chat. What's going on, buddy? Glad you could join. Sean in the chat says, just subscribe. Cheers. We appreciate that. Make sure if you're over 21, enter into the giveaway. If you don't know what I'm talking about, almost every video from a couple days ago to now has it in there. Eric says, Tater Dom made it. Yep, about time, fellers. Sean says, what's up, my dude? Not much. We're just kind of hanging out now. The important part of the stream when we reviewed the bourbon cream itself, mix it with some Buffalo Trace and some coffee, made a little, girly mixed drink. We figured out a way and a drink to be able to get the wives into bourbon. Confirmed by Mrs. Call Me Old Fashioned. She came in, did a taste test. She liked the bourbon cream. She didn't like the mixed drink of it too much because she didn't care for the Buffalo Trace. Baby steps. So if your wife doesn't like bourbon, give her some bourbon cream. Take that first step into it. You know what I mean? Tuxedo Cat says that is most definitely not my address. Well, maybe I send something. We'll figure that out later. Tater Dom says just hit the like button right now before I forget. Late. Appreciate that. Welcome to the chat. Before I get later. Well, you know what I will say? When some people say like, hey, they really want like a really high proof bourbon, I think a trick would be is to drink like just a bitch drink. Drink like a bourbon cream because it's like nothing, right? Then switch to like a 90 proofer. You know what I mean? Because then it feels like it's more than it actually is until it wears off. Then you kind of move up a level. Maybe I'm on something. It's just like a shock to your taste buds. It's gone now. It's gone now. But I had like two, 3 sips where I'm like, I had to make sure I was drinking Buffalo, you know? But yeah. Overall, I'm okay with this. I don't think bourbon cream is something you keep on the shelf. Does this expire? Is this supposed to be in my fridge now? Yeah, it says refrigerate after opening. That fucking sucks. I got no space on the fridge right now. But we'll get it in there. We won't let it go bad. I'll find some other drinks we can make with. Maybe I'll bring a blender in here. We'll make like a bourbon version of a White Russian in here. And what the fuck, Sean? What is this? Are you doing the numbers? Are you counting to 49? What is? I don't even know what this is. Eric says I have to have a couple pours of low proof before having a neat pour of high proof. I think, a lot of people, they do it different, right? Like if you start your night with just like, let's say you go hazmat, you go grab a Jack that's 133.3 proof. You start the night there, you're kind of burn out your taste buds. So if you want to come down, there's no really going back down. You got to stay up. You know what I mean? So if you kind of start your night off with like an 80 or 90 proof, or then go to 100 proof or 115, and so on and so forth, kind of slowly work your way up, you'll keep your taste buds intact a lot longer. But Sean says, how old are you? I think I'm 31. I could be wrong. Bobby says, happy hump day. It's Thursday, guys. Bro, Bobby over here throwing me off. No, it's definitely Thursday. I'm looking at the computer. If this is a hump day for you, though, happy hump day. Austin says, what's your favorite thing to mix with Jack Daniels? More Jack Daniels? No, I mean, I don't necessarily drink like Jack Daniels Old No. 7 anymore because I don't care for mixed drinks, mainly because I don't care for soda. But there's nothing wrong with having a good Jack and Coke. You know what I mean? Now, when I was a kid growing up, my parents didn't drink Coca-Cola. They drank Mountain Dew. My mom especially drank Mountain Dew Code Red. So everything that I drank as a kid was mixed with Mountain Dew Code Red, and it was really good, but it's weird. You know what I mean? So if you like it, that kind of stuff, go for it. But I like to mix I like to make old fashions when I have like mixed drinks or cocktails. I do random shit on the stream just to kind of like switch it up. But Jack and Coke is probably going to be the go-to, and I think that's the standard for most people. Tater Dom says, same here. I do it to warm up the palate. You got to, professionals, we know what we're doing. We got to warm up the palate, do some stretches, then we go in for the kill. Sean says nothing. I'm going to guess he meant with the Jack Daniels, mixing it with nothing. Bobby says, just open up a new bottle of Smoke Wagon, uncut, unfiltered, 57%. Okay. Let us know your thoughts on that. I've seen it. I haven't picked one up. But it's not really been on my list to pick up. So Mark says, I kind of just drink what I want when I want. Nothing wrong with that either. That's the whole point of like buying your own stuff. You know what I mean? You can drink whatever you want, however you want to do it. I get ripped all the time for how I drink, but I mean, people say I'm not allowed to drink, anything allocated during the week because it's a Friday night pour or a special pour. You know what I mean? So people are weird. Guitar Biker says, yo, what's up? What's going on, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn the bell on. If you're over 21, enter it in that giveaway. Sean says, and I was a killer growing up. My parents let me friends. What the fuck? Am I missing comments or something? Like, where is the response coming for that? Tuxedo says, got to run for a little. Movie is starting. What are we watching, though? That's a little cliffhanger. Hey, make sure you clear your schedule for tomorrow, then. Tomorrow's the important live stream, but we'll see you later, Tuxedo. Tater Don says, yep, foreplay, LOL. Bro, a little foreplay on the palate. Keep it lived up before you go in for the kill. I get it. You know what? After this, I'll kind of level up the proof point as well. I'll go to the Bardstown single barrel. How much pets do you have? I don't have any pets anymore. I had a dog, but not anymore. Mark out here speaking facts says, drink how you want, when you want. It's your life. Live it how you want. Exactly. Couldn't say it better myself. And at the end of the day, there's people that don't like bottles and will talk shit about it, but that's totally fine. If you like it, feel free to drink it. Bobby says, has really great spice on the back and surprising sweetness. It's a Vegas local. Make me so proud. Are you in Vegas? Bobby also says, wow, how is it Thursday? LOL, JK. Hey, we've all been there. Austin says, I put Jack Daniels in my coffee on the weekends. It's not healthy for you, but it's good. Were you not here for the first half of the stream, bud? We literally just mixed the bourbon cream, Buffalo Trace, and coffee. Made a little mixer. It's actually pretty good. But it's kind of like a milky-ish drink, so you got to kind of be up for that thing. Sean says, I don't like any pets. Well, that's weird. Who doesn't like pets? Sean also says, what's your favorite song? Right now, bro, anytime I'm in the car, I kind of have this weird little playlist, but Tipsy by Shabuzi, I think that's how you pronounce it, that I'm not going to sing it for you guys, but it's very good. It's a fun song. Guitar Biker says, what's on the bottom right? This one, Buffalo Trace? He says, oh, never mind. I wish I could show you like both shelves too, because there's the top shelf, bottom shelf, bottom shelf. So, make it easier. But, I mean, here, we just got Buffalo Trace. We got bourbon cream because we were making that little mixed drink thing. And then we just have a pour of Buffalo Trace itself for now. Then we'll kind of move up here in a minute. So, but yeah, I like the Q&A. No, honestly, what's crazy is you guys have no idea anything about me besides my taste in bourbon, which is not a bad thing, but not sure what you are looking at. I'm looking at my computer, and then my camera, my computer, my shelves, my bottles. I'm looking at everything. Guitar Biker said, I said it wrong. What's the bottle on the right? I don't know. It's all right. We've all been there. We're an hour into the stream. We're allowed to say things wrong. You know what I mean? So. Sean, what kind of truck is that? I'm trying to see, but I got to zoom this in. I can't pull it up big enough. You got to turn down the nursery light, boys. What's your favorite bottle for old fashions? You know, Mark, it looks like you're new to the channel. But because I preach the same bottle every time. Unfortunately, I'm super basic. But then again, I'm not, because people fucking lose their shit about it. My favorite old fashioned is Woodford's Double Oak. It just has all the flavors I'm looking for. The only thing it's missing is the proof. Like if it just had a bottle and bond or a cast strength on a Woodford's Double Oak, oh, it'd be perfect. But the Woodford's Double Oak has enough oakiness that I like it, has a sweetness, has chocolate notes. I'm a big fan. If I had to step away from that, honestly, this Bardstown Bourbon Company single barrel, this is 126.8 proof. This is also very good for old fashions, but it's a little pricey. So I can obviously say like, not everybody's gonna buy that bottle because it's almost $100, like 85 something. So, but yeah, Woodford's Double Oak is my go-to. But I like to try an old fashioned with every bottle that I have just to kind of see what's good, what's not, you know. So it just depends on the mood too. Mark also says, do you smoke cigars as well? Yeah, love cigars. I don't do it on stream because I'm in a rental, so I can't smoke in the house, but I do have a pack of Eagle Rare cigars. And now that I have a bottle of Eagle Rare, maybe this weekend I break out these cigars and that bottle and kind of have them side by side, kind of test them out. My favorite cigars, again, it's kind of a basic answer, but I like the Acid brand with a blue little wrapper. They're super, I don't know, they're super tasty. So that's just a me thing. Austin says Buffalo Trace is pretty good. Buffalo Trace is solid for the price. I think most people are realizing they're going to start selling it for more because I keep seeing it go up and up. But normally I can find them between 25 and 30 bucks for this bottle, which is a really good price for a 1.7, or actually, I'm sorry, a 750 milliliter. So to me, it's one of the best bottles for the price. It's a lower proofer, but most people like it. It's a super family-friendly bottle. Guitar Piker also says, yeah, I'm also drinking whiskey. Been there, bud. I get it. If you got to ask questions, just type it slow. I'll go back to it. I'm not, you ain't got to hurt my feelings. Mark says, I am new, just found you tonight. Well, I appreciate that. Welcome to the family. I could have swore you were in here yesterday, so that's my bad. I thought you've been in here. But yeah, no, if you're new, I mean, I have tons of different reviews, but yeah, a lot of my stuff is like, I don't know if it's different from everybody else, but I like basic shit. You know what I mean? I like finding bottles for a decent price. I like finding the steals and deals. But I also like, I'm not the guy who's going to drink the $20 bottles all week and then splurge on the $30 bottle. Like, when I drink, I want to drink the good shit. Or I'm just probably not going to drink. But I do like a good $20 bottle too. So, Sean says it's the Ram F250 Power Stroke engine, and yeah, I mean, if an F250, I get you there. I like it. I have an F150. Power. The Ram part threw me off though. So it's either a Ram or an F150. Mark says I like my father's cigars and anything with AJ Fernandez name on it. Okay, I'm always upfront on everything. I don't know all the pieces of cigars. You know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely not like, I don't know enough about cigars to be able to speak on them, on like what's the best, what's not. I just can tell you if I like them or not. And I can pull some notes out of it too, just like I do with bourbon and stuff. But like, I'm not the cigar expert. I know a lot of people want me to be, because a lot of times people will chime in and be like, "Hey, what's your thoughts on this cigar?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It's good. It's good." You know what I mean? But I've had a few. Obviously, I used to smoke quite a bit back in the day. But yeah, I saw these, the Eagle Rare, and they were on sale at the time. So I was like, you know what? Let's pick them up. And at the time, I thought I was going to easily be able to find a bottle of Eagle Rare, which is a little bit harder for my area because I want to pair them together. That's what it says on the back, is a pair with a bottle of Eagle Rare, which I now have, so I can do that. So maybe we do that this weekend. I'll set it up. I'll set everything up on the porch outside. And we'll do a little Eagle Rare night with bourbon and cigars. So you never know. But yeah, we have the live stream tomorrow to get through, and then we'll kind of one day at a time thing, because we went live like Wednesday, today, tomorrow. We went live earlier in the week too. We're just going live all over the place. But I appreciate you guys hanging out, chiming in the chat, so appreciate that. Again, any of the new people in here, if you don't know about the giveaway, definitely, figure out how you want to enter in if you're 21. Every comment on a video is an entry. You got to be subscribed. You got to be here tomorrow, 8:45 in the chat to be able to, claim the prize, and you got to be over 21. Sean says, do you go fishing? I used to go fishing a lot, but we just had a kid, just moved. I'm a full-time photographer, and now I'm doing this a lot. So I haven't really gone fishing in a while, but it's just now kind of getting into that fishing season anyway. But yeah, I mean, I know how to fish. I like to fish. Back in the day, I used to have a membership to this boat club where you can take out different boats, whatever. And we used to take the fishing boats out all the time, just go fishing on the weekends. That was a lot of fucking fun. But I think I got spoiled. You know what I mean? Because most people are just fishing off the docks or piers, you know, the backyard type shit. Where I was like taking it all around the fucking inlets. So I kind of got spoiled. So I haven't gone in a while. So. But yeah. So I think what we'll do is we'll do one more pour and then we'll shut her down. Because we're hitting about an hour now. And I've been trying to extend these a little bit longer than an hour. Just for the sake of it. You know what I mean? So I'm going to clear this off. And we're going to have a pour of that. I'll let you guys pick. I'll pick 2 bottles and you guys can tell me which one. Obviously, go a little high proof with Bardstown single barrel. Sean says, guess how old I am? I'm going to say 17. Or the Russell's Reserve. All right. Sean, got to tell me if I'm right or wrong, though, on that. All right, you guys pick. Which one should I have? Should I have a pour of the Bardstown single barrel or Russell Reserve 10-year? Austin says, what's your favorite whiskey to drink when eating steak? So I'll paint the picture for you, right? When I go to have steak, I'm usually cooking it. I don't go out to eat steak because everybody else sucks at cooking it. The way I cook a steak is usually ribeye, right? Decent sized thickness, nothing too thin, nothing too thick. You know, sear it pretty good. We do a little rosemary and thyme and some garlic butter and obviously garlic cloves. And we put that in the bottom, butter base that shit, right? Medium rare, right? We're sliding that over. We're also having a little mashed potatoes and asparagus. That's where we're going. But when I do that, usually what I want to drink is going to be Wild Turkey Rare Breed. That's usually my go-to on that. I don't know why. I don't feel like there's no like best pairing in my opinion for that. But if not, weirdly enough, Four Roses. I don't know. Four Roses it's what I had at my wedding, so it's just something I always kind of keep around. It's nothing special, but that's just the 2 I have. But the Wild Turkey Rare Breed is usually the go-to. Mark says Russell Reserve all day. Taylor Dom says, LOL, coming in with the 21 questions tonight. Hey, the first time you guys attend to, so I'm here for it. Window seat or aisle? Unfortunately, anytime I fly, I'm always flying with somebody else. And as a gentleman I am, I always give my wife the window. And I sit bitch. I sit in the center. So that way she doesn't have to sit by next to some stranger. If I'm flying by myself, though, it's window all day. I'm not sitting on the aisle. I'm leaning against the window. But also, that's like the creative in me, where I'm going to videotape my travels anyway. So I need the window so I can get the little airplane shot. You know what I mean? The aisle seat's for alcoholics, which sometimes that's a good thing. On my flight to Vegas back in January, I got an aisle seat, but that was just because I missed my first flight. I was sitting in the aisle, and I was slamming old fashions. Bro, mid-flight, I had to piss like 15 times, so I'm glad I had that aisle. Mark says, paper or plastic? Bro, if anybody gets paper, get the fuck out of here. Plastic all day. It's the only way I'm getting it up the stairs. If I got to take paper, I'd have to take a million trips. Sean also says no to 17. You're wrong. Okay, 18 or 15. I don't know. You're young. I think you're young. Mark says can't go wrong with Four Roses. I don't think you can. It's a solid bottle. Nothing wrong with it. It's nothing special. Decent price. Can you get something better? Absolutely. But do you want to all the time? No. Sometimes you need to be down here with the Four Roses. Guitar Biker says Russell's is nice. I really like Russell's. The other night, like not even on stream, I grabbed the Russell's and I just started having a couple pours of it. It's good, bro. It is very good for the price. I see this bottle being allocated in some states. I think that's a little much. I don't think that's necessary, but it is what it is. Taylor Dom says, if you could be invisible for a day, what would you do? Fuck, I don't know. Probably nothing I can say on stream. Rob a bank. But that kind of brings into the question, is the money invisible? You know what I mean? You never know. If I'm invisible, though, I'll come visit you. You just won't know it. Tuxedo Cat says, aisle seats for the win. No. Aisle seats for the right occasion. Window seats are the win. Eric says, what superhero would you choose to be? The Flash, baby. All day, every day. Love the Flash. I'm also a fucking nerd, so. Sean says I'm 11. I told you were young. I just couldn't tell how young. Sean, I'm going to go ahead and say, like, I appreciate you being in the chat tonight. I appreciate you hanging out. This probably isn't the stream for you, though. This is typically, we're talking about alcohol, 21 and up. You know what I mean? Like, unless your dad's watching with you, probably not the right move. I don't want you getting in trouble. So. Taylor Dom, could you tell us your favorite dad joke, please? I can't. I'm not good on the dad jokes on the spot. I bring out some zingers when it's not called for, though. But if you want, tomorrow I'll have a dad joke for you as soon as we get finished with the giveaway. Bro, Tater, Mark Duffy says, Tater Dom over here sounding like my kids over here with these questions. Bro, you're not wrong. Guitar Biker says, I've had it like 3 times. Love it. LOL, I think I'm going to have to get some. If you don't have a bottle of Russell's, this is one bottle I can probably say it definitely should be on your shelf. Whether if you want to drink it all the time or not, like me, I bought this bottle. It's one of like my earlier bottles that I got when like starting to do reviews. And I tried it, loved it, put it up on the shelf, and I didn't touch it for a while because I tried different bottles all the time. But I definitely think it's good to have on the shelf. You know what I mean? I guess that's what we're going with. Everybody's kind of voting on Russell's, so. Mark also says a wild Tuxedo Cat appears. Yeah, he likes to pop in and out. Sean is every bit of 39. If you know him and he's 39, that's crazy. But I mean, I've gotten some young people in here. Mr. Lopez, this whole stream was just for you, bud. We've been waiting on you. You're late, 17 minutes late to be exactly. I'm gonna have to suspend you like I did Eric the other day. You know what I mean? Sean says, I don't care. I vape. I mean, I vape too, but I mean, at 11 years old, I don't know if you should be vaping. I can't tell you what to do. You know what I mean? I wouldn't listen to me either if I was 11. So, everybody's saying, what's up? Everybody can tell Mr. Lopez that I had this stream. We kept this stream longer just for him. So we expect to have his full attention. Tuxedo Cat is Tuxedo Cat. LOL. You ain't wrong there. I'm just saying the last bit of this chat that I see, it's just everybody saying what's up to each other, feels kind of like AA, where it's like, hey, Mr. Lopez. Hey, welcome. Glad you made it. Nothing wrong with that, by the way. But he's like, I'm here. About time. About time. Mark says, be a man. We were smoking crack at 11 back in my day. Hey, I gotta pull your comment over. I gotta have it up. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? You can't be telling everybody that. Yeah, I don't think I was ever smoking crack at 11. I'm not gonna say I wasn't a bad fucking kid because I was pretty bad, and I definitely wouldn't listen to people telling me what to do. So I don't bother telling people that either. But I mean, I wasn't smoking crack. Somebody new in the chat that says, that's somebody. I never knew how to drink whiskey. I was drinking it wrong my whole life. Drinking it wrong the whole time like a shot. Nothing wrong with taking shots in the right moments with the right alcohol too. You don't want to be wasting good shit on shots. But yeah, I mean, I like to drink it like this in a Glen, but only for like bougie purposes. You know what I mean? I'm cheap. You know what I mean? If I spend good money on whiskey, I want to get the full effect out of it. And these glasses have these little noses that point the aromas to your nose. And half your taste comes from your nose. You know what I mean? So if you smell it, you can taste it. That's just some bougie shit. Sean says, shut up. Thank you, Sean. Exactly what I would have said back in the day. Back when men were men. Smoking crack. Bro, this stream took a turn. Ms. Lopez says he used to be a menace back in the day as well. Yeah, I agree with that. That was pretty bad. We're not going to go into that today, but one day. I'll give you guys a rundown. But yeah, I like to drink bourbon whiskey like this because it makes me feel fancy. And then I can put my pinky out, a little SpongeBob action. But yep, that's the only way I typically drink it now. Either that or in an old fashioned. You can't beat a decent old fashioned. It's got to be made right. What I've come to find out is most people don't know how to make a good old fashioned. They're just lacking that tool set. Guitar Biker says, what drinks shouldn't you really take shots with? Because I never really thought of it. I mean, really, if you really think about it, a shot is just you trying to accelerate getting drunk. And if you're drinking for effect, go for the cheapest fucking shit. Because you could take a shot of, I mean, back in the day, bro, I used to drink LTD, which is a $15 bottle, and it was a handle. Disgusting. Canadian whiskey, just nastiness. You know what I mean? But I'd take a swig of Mountain Dew Code Red, swig the bottle, take a shot, swig another Mountain Dew, and you don't really taste it anyway. You're just drinking for effect. So drink whatever's the cheapest when you're taking shots. Now, if you're drinking shots like you're getting it in a rocks glass and you're just getting it neat, I mean, you can get a little level up, get some benchmark or something. But anything that costs over $25 for a bottle, don't take shots of it. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of a waste, in my opinion. By all means, drink what you want. If you feel like taking shots with bottles of Pappy's that cost $1,500, by all means, do it. Mark says, open your mouth when you smell if you don't already. Mark's been over here watching my little how to taste bourbon video, I think. I made a video. It's on my channel. I think it's one of in the tops, how to taste or how to pull the notes from bourbon. I can't remember what the title was. But I broke down a ton of different ways of how you can pull out different notes of different ways that may work for you because everybody's a little bit different. For me, sometimes when I drink, I will like keep my mouth open as I sniff. Sometimes, you know, I'll taste it different ways. It's just whatever works for you. You know what I mean? At this point, most of the time, I don't have to do that anymore. But when I was first starting, it helped a lot. So, bro, are we back on crack? Mr. Lopez says, I drink my whiskey like I smoke my CT. Correction, smoke my crack. Straight up. LOL, Mountain Dew Code Red. Bro, back in the day, that was the move. Guitar Biker says, gotcha, makes sense to me. Yeah, I mean, drink for effect, just drink whatever. Take the shot and move on from it. Austin says, what time are you going live next? I think you already told us, but I forgot. Great question. We go live every Friday at 8:45. Every other live stream that you see, it's just me doing random shit. Sometimes I do it at 9, sometimes I do it at 8. It just depends on what I feel may work best for me. As Eric says, 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time. That will be the live stream you don't want to miss. Fridays are definitely a little bit better. I usually break out the bigger bottles or better-ish bottles. But yeah, that's kind of where we go. Guitar Biker says, what flavor of vapes do y'all like? Right now, I'm not like, if you don't already vape, by all means, don't vape. But right now I'm using the Geek Bars, and this one's like a white gummy ice or some shit. It's pretty good for flavor-wise, but I've been trying to quit. What I mean trying is not really at all. Mr. Lopez in here with the clutchness. It says, don't forget to smash the like button, folks. Appreciate that. Also, Mr. Lopez, don't let them forget. Make sure if you haven't already, enter into the giveaway. You can win a bottle of E.H. Taylor Small Batch or Weller Antique 107 tomorrow on the live stream. But yeah, you want to have all that stuff finished up before the live stream starts, because once the live stream starts, I'm picking the 4 comments. Then we're going to do some reviews and stuff like that, and then we're going to move into the duck race. So I'm going to get my money's worth out of you guys and build up that watch time tomorrow, so it's not going to be right away. Taylor Dom says, dang, I still need to catch up on commenting on these videos tonight. Hey, if you want to win, definitely. If you don't. I also have the merch dropping tomorrow too. So For some reason, some people don't want the bottle, and those that don't want those bottles can opt for merch, and you guys can pretty much pick whatever you want, and I'll get it sent to you. Guitar Biker says, "Gotcha, I'm hitting grape." I like berry flavored shit most of the time. The white gummy is just the only menthol one that I've been okay with, so that's why I'm doing that one. Mr. Lopez says, "My favorite vape is the kind that tastes like that OG Kush." Is that even a thing still? I wish I brought. I got some Prime. I need like a little water, but I got a little baby Prime in here. Mr. Lopez says, "Same here, Tater. I haven't even commented on one. I don't think." Mr. Lopez and Tater, you're both wrong. I'm going back to like the early stages. You know what I mean? It could be my first video, it could be my second video, and both of you guys were here almost since the beginning. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm going back to the older videos as well. I'm not telling you which ones, but I'm sure you guys are in them. You just may not be in all the other ones, so if you're not commenting. Sean's mad because we're talking about vapes. Sorry, Sean. Ms. Lopez says they don't do nicotine. I mean, I'm not saying anybody to start nicotine, but obviously back in the day I used to smoke cigarettes. I got off cigarettes with vapes. Now I'm doing those, what do you want to call them? Those Zen pouches, whatever the fuck they're called. Sean with the American flag says, "Sir, Memorial Day on Monday. What are you guys doing for that?" I know we're going all out. My buddy's doing some like slip and slide shit. We're having the kids and a little barbecue, so it should be fun. If you guys know where my personal channel is, you'll be able to find some vlogs on that. But congrats, bro, Tater Dom. Oh, I missed one. Tater says, "I'm 5 weeks vape free. First 2 weeks Zens help, but now I'm off both vape and Zens." Congrats, bro. That's what I'm trying to do, but like, I stress out a lot, and that's just a me thing. I also I don't hate it, so like, but I need to kind of kick them. So that's what I'm hoping for, is the Zen to kick the vape, and then I can kick Zen pretty easy because I don't want shit in my mouth like that. But yeah, congrats on him. Fifth Angle says, "Bruh moment." Which moment? Mr. Lopez says, "I just remember when it was just me and Tuxedo Cat on the line." Bro, I remember that too. That was like the very first live. Both of you guys were in there. And it was just me standing in the living room. Now we're in a full fucking studio, so. Tuxedo says, "I was a full-time employee then." Fifth Angle said, "This is truly a bruh moment." Hey, welcome to the stream. Every moment here is a bruh moment, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. We just like to hang out, so if you don't, it's totally fine. I'm not mad at you. Tuxedo Cat says, "Now I'm on maternity leave." Bro, it feels like that. It feels like you're on maternity leave. I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying it's like you're gone a lot. Guitar Biker says, "I'm going to a family event on Memorial Day. Hopefully it'll be fun." Sometimes they're fun. Sometimes they get out of control. I know we're kind of doing the family part on Saturday. We're going to do a little pool day. And then Monday, we're going to do some stuff with some friends. So that should be fun. Is there anybody in the chat that has not had the Russell Reserve 10-year? Is there somebody that's never tried this? I think most people have, but Mark says this guy will be working on Memorial Day. Damn, that sucks. We'll pour one out for you, bud. What do you do for work, Mark? Let me check on the wife real quick. I think I hear her putting the kid down, so. Let's see. Oh, yep, he's going in. He's going down. He's going down for the nappy. Let's see. Da-da-da. Sean says me. Guitar Biker says when my nephew calls me ugly. Hey, sometimes it'd be like that. I'm imagining your nephew's younger. But as you get older, I think that's just something you deal with because it happens all the time, at least to me. Tuxedo Cat says, LL Lopez, you all do actually work. LOL, my job is now remote. I don't even get up till 1. Tuxedo Cat, just from the chat stuff, I imagine you're like an AT&T like helpline where they're just like, hello, my phone's been not getting service. And you're like, 1 moment, sir. And you just put them on hold for the whole time. That's what I'm picturing. I don't know what you do, but. Mr. Lopez says, how's the baby been lately? Bro, the kid came in for a full review on the bourbon cream. You missed it. The main part of the stream earlier was I made this like mixed drink with bourbon cream, Buffalo Trace, and coffee. Pretty good. If you want to rewatch it later, definitely feel free. Pretty decent though. But I definitely was kind of referring to that this is a good way to get your wife into bourbon because it does have the bourbon taste. Kind of gets the taste buds acclimated. You know what I mean? But the wife came in. She didn't care for the mixed drink too much. She said it tastes too much like bourbon, but she did like the bourbon cream by itself. So a win's a win. I'll take it. But she had the kid. Kid came and said hi. He's huge. So he's been great. So I appreciate you asking. Mark says, just in case someone breaks their cluster. Cluster? I'm tripping. Sean says, I do landscaping for a company. I own my own company. Hard to, but I'm doing landscaping for them. Okay. So I'll have to work all weekends and Monday. Sean, I thought you were 11. And you own your own landscaping company? That's savage for 11-year-old. Savage. Mr. Lopez says, get me a job with you, bro. Tuxedo Cat. Bro, I think we all want to start working at one. Mark says, I'll be drinking for sure. I work for NetApp, data storage and cloud storage, etc. That's kind of cool. Sounds smart. Sounds like a smart kind of job. Guitar says, it's funny to me. I laugh my ass off. He's 7, so it makes sense. Bro, I'm dying. I know what you mean. Will says, Mr. Lopez, cheers. How have you been? I love that you guys are all friends in the chat. Austin says, I'll also be working Memorial Day. Damn, bro. Everybody working? I thought it was like a national holiday where everybody just got off. Bro, Tuxedo Cat says, I can tell everyone, yo, I know this guy. That's funny. Sean says, yep, to own his own company at 11. It's crazy. It's crazy. I didn't own my own company till, how long? 3, 4, 5 years ago? I don't fucking know anymore. Tuxedo Cat says, laugh my ass off. I just do a bunch of inventory, signing off stupid stuff, and negotiating with contractors, LOL. And I can do it all from my work phone, so I'm uber lazy. I don't think that's lazy. I think that's called efficient. You know what I mean? If you can do it all from home, it's awesome. The wife can work from home selling tax, resolutions where like if you owe the IRS, you know what I mean, she can obviously help you. I used to do the same thing, but I won't help you. But yeah, she can do it from home. But they go in the office sometimes. Sean says, I could drive to and live in America, and Connecticut, and I can drive. So, Sean, where do you live, bud? Are you not in America? Where are you at? Tuxedo Cat says, I like that everyone's cool with each other. Makes it feel like a real tight knit here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like when people pop in, it's crazy how everybody's like, yo, what's up? What? Everybody says hey to them, which I like. It's really cool. So what I think I need to do is figure out a way to get you guys like some OG patches. So when we pop off, everybody knows who's like actually the OGs. You know what I mean? Mark may make the cut, but I can't. That's going to be a you guys vote kind of thing. Because Mark's here now, but is he? You know? Mr. Lopez says, help me. The IRS is looking for me since 2010. That's the IRS has a 10-year statute limitation. So in 2020, they stopped looking for you. I know things. So unless you went into bankruptcy. If you went into bankruptcy, it's 10 years from when you came out. But if you owe from 2010, you don't owe it anymore. So don't let somebody steal your fucking money. I'm not going to, that's as far as I'm going on that stuff, guys. I'm not going to keep going. I hate that job. Sean says, my dad, a fire chief, deputy fire chief in Connecticut near Sugar Pine. So yeah. So you're in Connecticut? I've never been to Connecticut. Bonner over whiskey in the chat says, hey, just came here for the, my chat's moving quick. Hey, just came here from Whiskey Row. What I missed? Well, you missed the whole stream then. If you came from another channel, I'm disappointed. I imagine that's another channel, right? Unless that's a bar. Mark says, I'm not worthy. Hey, I'm not saying you're not. I'm just saying it's got to be up to them. You know what I mean? Tuxedo says, you're on your own, Lopez. Can't get wrapped in all this IRS again. Guitar says, I work as a veterinary assistant Tuesday through Fridays, and on Fridays and Saturdays, I have a side job kind of thing. That's what's up. That sounds like a fun job. Not if you're putting down like animals, that would fucking suck, but I'm sure hanging out with animals all day would be a pretty cool job. Eric says, damn, forgot about Whiskey Row tonight. What is Whiskey Row? I gotta look it up, guys. You're killing me with this stuff. Oh, it's a lot bigger channel. They got like 40K subs. There's so many like bourbon YouTubers that I have no idea who they are. You know what I mean? And now I got some homework. You guys got to have me looking up a whole bunch of people. So, Mark says, don't lie to the IRS, but I may omit some stuff. Hey, BOW, cheating on us, huh? Bro, bonding over whiskey is the only one that I know for a fact has commented on every single video. And he does it in the middle of the fucking night. Bro, it was hilarious. And his comments, by the way, are also actual fucking comments. Everybody else is just doing some random shit where he, like, I wish I could respond to all his comments, but they're way too in-depth for me to actually, like, give him logical answers on everything. At least not all at once. I may go back to him, but, like, you know, like, he paid attention to the videos. Like, he did some homework. To be honest, I hope he's in one of the 4. Just simply based off of him, like, actually doing the proper comments. But he wasn't here because he was watching somebody else, so maybe we just skip him, whatever. Totally fine, too. He says, sorry, I follow so many channels and got on one phone. And got one phone. I'm not mad at you. I'm totally just messing around. My streams are spur of the moment. As long as you're not skipping out on the Friday streams, I could care less. These streams are just like, you know, pop-up ones where we just do random shit because I wanted to have a drink and the wife was okay with it. So that stream went well. They did 10 giveaways. 10 giveaways? Bro, he had 40K subs. I looked it up. He's got the money. He can do it. I got 1. You know what I mean? 1K subs. When we hit 40K subs, I'll do 10 giveaways too. Pterodom says, shit, still need to send Whiskey Row an email at Mr. Lopez and whatever. What did you win? Mr. Lopez says, damn, 10 giveaways? They don't fuck around. Bro, you telling me. Bonnie Orosi says, took the time. I'm actually here to learn. Hey, that's all we can ask. We're here to learn too, but we're also here to have a good time. You know what I mean? But you'll be surprised. A lot of people with these giveaways, they'll just put random fucking comments in, which I expect for the most part. But I was just saying I appreciate you not just doing that. So, because I know for a fact you're the only one that has not. So, I appreciate it. Sean says, but my dad is a fire chief for a living, and I've gotten a heat stroke before even doing landscaping. So yeah. That's what's up. Guitar Biker says, I've never gotten in trouble with the law. However, I have gotten pulled over on my bike one time. I imagine if you ride a motorcycle, you're probably going to get pulled over a lot more because at least around here, cops don't like bikers. Tuxedo says, I know BOW has great comments. I saw him on every single one when I went through doing one the other night. I know Tuxedo, you've been in there too, but I know you've done some random comments, so I'm not gonna praise you like that. I expect that from you. You know what I mean? As like a manager, you know what I mean? 10 giveaways of fireball shots. Let's go. 10 giveaways of fireball shots. That's not okay. That's a waste. The amount of time it took you to wash that, you could have made the $15 to buy a whole bottle. Hopefully give away more than that. Mark says Wade at Bourbon Hall and RJ the Fed are great channels too. Bourbon Hall, I'm not sure. I don't. What sucks is like I wish I did, but I don't. I'm not trying to lie to nobody. I think I know who Bourbon Hall is, but I'm not sure. I think I've seen a few of theirs. I don't know who the other person is. The only one that I like ever even take time to watch is Bruzel, just because his channel's massive. So I just like to see what the top person's doing. But everybody else, like I feel like everybody's kind of trying to do their own thing. And the less I watch people, the less it influences me. So that's all. Not that they're not doing good shit. It's just I'll get in my own head sometimes. Bonding over whiskey, bro. We appreciate you. He says, appreciate you giving the opportunity and the generosity of giving things away you don't have to. Hey, we're all here to give back. I told everybody at the beginning, back when we had like 200 subscribers, when we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will do a giveaway. And I'm a man of my word, so we're going to give away some shit. So, easy target for us bikers. Totally get it. RJ is a Texas hunter from Dallas, near Dallas. I don't know who that is. I don't know names. I'm like the worst person with names, by the way. Like, I'm lucky that you guys have like these crazy names and they're not like John and Jake and Jane Smith. You know what I mean? Like, you have weird names that I can actually remember. But yeah. Oh, fuck. It's my uncle's birthday? But yeah. Bourbon Real Talk is also a great channel. When you guys keep saying that, I feel like you're cheating on me. I'm just saying. I like to hang out, so I don't think my channel is the same as everybody else. Unless they're doing the same thing. Then you guys tell me if I suck. It's totally fine. Mark says, I stopped watching Bruzel. It got old for me. RJ and Wade are very interactive with their subscribers. Yeah, so that's the one thing. Like, Bruzel may know everything under the sun, but the one thing that I hear a lot from his channel is that it has gotten so big that he doesn't respond to a lot of comments unless they're paying the donations, which from this side, I understand why he's doing that because it's tough. You know what I mean? Like, I'm missing fucking comments now and there's fucking 15 of you guys. You know what I mean? But I at least make it a point to try and respond to them, where I don't think that's the same on their side. Rightfully so, but it is what it is. I think he's smart with a lot of his bourbon stuff. That's what I watch it for. Mark says we're definitely cheating on you. Well, at least you admit it, Mark. I appreciate the honesty. I'm pulling that over. Just in case you want to be an OG back in in a year or two, I'm going to pull this video back up. So, Tuxedo says this is going to be an outlier, but a channel I actually have really come to like. Its mediocre whiskey reviews is with Jill. I don't know if anyone knows her, but there's not enough solo female representation. Tuxedo Cat, you would say that. I don't know a lot of like female reviewers, so that's fine. The only ones that I do know is like I don't watch them, but they're like the ones that are like trying to be slutty with it. I'm just like I don't have time for that shit. But you guys can go find those. Bonding over whiskey says I also stopped watching Bruzel after the Bourbon Junkies dissed this year. Jack 10, I have. Okay, I got you. So you stopped watching both. Mark says Q Slut Dragon Rick off Morton Rick and Morty gif. Absolutely. Tar Biker says, I think you're chill, broski. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're just here to have a good time. Davis Glenn in the chat says it's like that with every big channel. I know that. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I'm not knocking it. It's tough. I have one of my best friends has a channel that is fairly big, and the amount of chats that are in there, he never responds to mine just because it's super tough. You know what I mean? So I get it. But at the same time, I can understand why that pushes some people away because they want somebody they can interact with. But I like some of his stuff. So Mark says he has some good stuff, but it gets a little old. Totally get it. Miss Lopez says if you ever want to just BS and chill, check out Whiskey Corner or Big Vic's Backyard BS. They literally just chill, drink, and talk. You know, Mr. Lopez, I think that's what we do too sometimes. For the most part, I think we just mainly bullshit and talk. I try to do some reviews to make some validity to everything, but I'm just here for fun. Breakfast Sandwich in the chat says I like fruity mimosas. So I'm trying to get a bottle of something without having to drive a million miles away. There is a bar / distillery type of thing in Pigeon Forge called something 46. And they have a bottle of this vodka that is called Bam Bam, but it's like Fruity Pebbles. Oh, it's so good. I had it on my wedding day and the night before my wedding. And it was so good. And I hate vodka. I'm trying to get that. I think you guys would want to try that. So I want to try and review it for you guys. Mark says, bourbon junkies are strange dudes. Mark, I agree with you. They look like my old boss at my last job, so I don't watch them because all I see is them trying to yell at me, so I just don't watch them. But I'm sure they're whatever. I'm sure they're good, whatever. Guitar Biker says, BRB, got to let the dogs out real quick. Well, at least we found out who let the dogs out. You know what I mean? If you guys are just now tuning in, we did do a review on the bourbon cream. We made a little mix drink with Buffalo Trace, coffee, bourbon cream. It's actually pretty solid. If you can, scroll back and watch that. If you can't, feel free to rewatch the stream afterwards. But definitely hit subscribe, turn the bell on. We're going to go live tomorrow at 8:45. We're going to do a giveaway between E.H. Taylor Small Batch and Antique 107 from Weller. Feel free to tune in, figure out how to win that stuff if you want. If not, totally fine as well. Not a big deal. But turn the bell on if you want to get notified for that kind of stuff. Because a lot of people tell me that they don't get notified when I go live. So if you have that on, I'm sure it will. Bonding Over Whiskey says, I like Whiskey Corner. He's here in Florida, right? Bonding Over Whiskey, are you here in Florida? I don't know who Whiskey Corner is. But I'm maybe. Or Whiskey or Encore, all three channels let people on the screen with them too to BS. Well, fuck me, Mr. Lopez. Are they really? I wanted to do a call-in show where people call in and just start talking, bullshitting with us. But if somebody else did that, I'm going to be pretty fucking disappointed. Because I thought I would be the first. If they just started doing that, I'll be even more pissed because I was going to do that. Bonding Over Whiskey, there is one vodka I'm looking for, and it's called Wild Boar. It's made 100% from mesquite beans. Okay. I've never heard of that, so I can't really speak on it. But if I see it, maybe I pick it up. I'll let you know. But when I say this vodka for the Bam Bam stuff, it's not. It tastes like vodka, but it doesn't at the same time. It is more like alcohol that was soaked in Fruity Pebbles. You know what I mean? It is very fruity, very sweet. It was good. And I'm not a vodka person. I hate vodka, but this was good. So, Bonding Over Whiskey says, I've lived in Florida for 13 years. When they talked about places around Tampa, gotta go back. Bring back memories. I also live in Texas now. Okay. Texas is pretty big, so that's a wide statement. Yeah, I mean, Florida, I'm here in Florida now too. But I hate the Tampa area. I hate driving on I-4, so I can't relate. Whiskey Corner's in Orlando area, I thought. I don't know, but maybe. Mitch Lopez says, I'd happily call in and talk shit about the Dolphins. I hope you call in. When the second you call in, I'm going to pause the stream. I'm going to grab the jersey. We're going to talk a little shit. So, because, I mean, as a Bills fan, who's your receiver? You know what I mean? We got some studs. You got Josh Allen. That's it. Scotty in the chat says, love me some wild turkey, but Russell's 10 is typically a little bit overly sweet for me. It is sweet. I'll agree with you on that. I personally like a lot of these whiskeys or bourbons to be sweet. That's just kind of my palate. I like the sweetness of it, but I get where you see that from. So Wild Turkey's solid. I got Wild Turkey Rare Breed and Kentucky Spirit single barrel. Both of those are really good. Wild Turkey's obviously the Rare Breed's obviously better, but to each his own. Bonding Over Whiskey says it's cheap vodka, like $18. I'm not picking that up then. $18 vodka can't be that good. High Top Sport says bam fucking bam. Bro, so I have somebody working right now trying to get me a bottle of Bam Bams. I'm just throwing that out there for you. So Mark says go Bucks, screw the Finns. Damn. Mark's now officially out of the OG category. Just saying, we take things a little serious. So I'm all Miami fans. So I like the Panthers. Unfortunately, I like the Marlins, the Dolphins, even though they let me down every year, and the Miami Heat, of course. So Miss Lopez says, "Oh yeah, you're the Cowboys fan. My bad. Cowboys fucking suck too, but whatever." Tuxedo Cat says, "I take Josh Allen over the Dolphins any day." That's fucked up, Tuxedo. I thought you'd be on my side. Bonding Over Whiskey says, I hate being around Tampa, but it was my childhood. Grew up mostly in Newport Richey, off 19. I don't know that area that well, but that's mainly because the only time I ever go on I-4 is either for like work or to go to the Hard Rock in Tampa. So High Top Sports says, that's something to play about. No, I do. I have somebody working on it. I was trying to get a hookup with that distillery. They weren't buying too much into it. But that's because they don't ship out anywhere. Their website doesn't even work. I even emailed them, telling them I'd fix their website if they would just send me a couple bottles. So, Mitch Lopez says, I tried that Traveler whiskey this past weekend. Disgusting. It's not that good. The Traveler whiskey is going to be good for the average bourbon drinker. Not the average bourbon drinker. Let me say that. The average person that likes alcohol. You know what I mean? Somebody that just wants a quick drink. They don't really care what it is. You know what I mean? It is family friendly, but it's not like for somebody that actually gives a shit. They're not gonna like it. So I agree with it. Guitar Biker says he's back. We appreciate you. I don't know if you heard my comment before. We figured out who let the dogs out. It's you. But Mark says the wife's a Finn fan, if that counts. Your wife's good people. I'm not so sure about. The wife's good people though. Tuxedo Cat says, I'm putting a limit on you. Can't help, bro. I know we're an hour and 40 minutes in. I'm just cruising at this point. Just talking with you guys. Mark says, I was born in Clearwater, Bucks/Lightning from me, but I'm rooting for the Panthers because the trash. I meant Rangers suck. Yeah, we're all going for the Panthers at this point. We've never won. We need to win. I just got my kid a Panthers onesie, so we're cruising on the matchy. Scott says, yeah, I love BT and a good MGP, so I don't mind the sweetness. Just stumbled. Hey, drink what you like. I mean, I don't know. Me personally, most of the time what I'm looking for in a bourbon or a whiskey is something that makes a pretty solid old fashioned. And most bourbons that are on the sweeter side are better for old fashions to me because I like a sweet old fashioned. It also allows me to put less simple syrup, which just makes it that much better for me. Because the less simple syrup I have to put, the better. But yeah, so that's where my head goes. Patrick Dillon in the chat says, have you ever tried the Smooth Ambler's 7-year Old Scout? Nope, never tried it. I don't even know what it is. Sounds like Scotch to me, though, if I had to put a thought to it. Mitch Lopez says, I got it for my mom because she's a Chris Stapleton fan. She probably thinks I hate her now. To be honest, Your mom probably thinks you love her because it is a bottle that has some sentimental value. It has a cool story behind it. And unless she's like a hardcore bourbon drinker, she's not going to know. You know what I mean? I personally would probably give that bottle as a gift if it was cheaper. But for like 30, 40 bucks, I'm not buying it. If it was 25 bucks, I would buy it for everybody as a gift. But other than that, I'm never touching it. Buffalo Trace is supposed to send me another bottle, though, just so you know. They reached out. They said, hey, appreciate you doing a review. Let me send you a different bottle. And I said, hey, I'm here for you. But they haven't responded, so I don't know how well that's going. Tuxedo Cat says Rangers are ass. Sean says, what's up? Something. Yeah, my brother's truck just got to, and can I have your phone number? So, yeah. Okay, that's weird. Bonnie Over Whiskey says, how much is Russell's around you? If I can ever find it, it's at least 55. This bottle is not 55 around me. This bottle is like 40 bucks. And most of the time it's on sale around me. And that's in like the Jacksonville area most of the time. Jacksonville, Florida. Mr. Lopez says, check out Old Fashioned Ways. He loves making old fashions. I know. He reaches out to me all the time in my comments. Just kind of tell me how to make an old fashioned, which I appreciate. I know he's not meaning anything by it. Part of like making old fashions to me and finding like which is the best way, part of the fun is not knowing what I'm about to get. So that's just me. Eric says, unlike Tuxedo Cat, some of us have to get up early and work in the morning. Peace and love to all. Keep pouring. See y'all tomorrow night. All right, Eric, see you guys later. I'm going to end the stream here in a little bit anyway, so you're not missing much. But definitely, I'll see you tomorrow at 8:45 Eastern Time. Patrick says, WV Bourbon is great. Old Scout, great on the neat, but their product is great for old fashions. Okay. I have to check it out then, because I don't know who it is, but I mean, if it's a great old fashioned, I'm always here. I'm here for it. Tara Dom says, peace out, Eric. Mr. Lopez says, Russell's used to be like 30, 35 bucks. Now it's closer to 40, 45 bucks. I mean, inflation, I haven't bought this bottle in a while, so I guess you could be right, but most of the time I find it for a little bit cheaper. Russell Reserve 10-year is $45 around North Carolina and always available, says Mark. The issue with North Carolina liquor stores, though, is actually finding them. Bro, I just figured out what ABC packing meant when I drove to North Carolina for one of my recent weddings. Bro, I was like, what the fuck is this? I was looking for liquor stores. It kept coming up, ABC packing. I didn't know, though. Now I know it's state ran, but... Mark says, I'll be up late commenting, so hopefully I can get in this duck race. Hey, feel free. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, just a quick little comment so your name gets put into the little entry. I am going to select 4 comments for 4 different videos. You can expect, I'm probably going to pick one of the earlier videos. I'm going to pick one of the later videos. And I'm probably not going to do the shorts, if you had to guess. I may do a short, but it's not all going to be the shorts. The shorts have shit ton of comments, but they don't come in the lives. They just kind of come. But Tuxedo Cat says, sorry for your loss. Tuxedo Cat feels like he has it in the bag. I'm just saying. Guitar Biker says, my dad told me once, if you live in Tennessee and don't like whiskey, you're lying. I agree with your dad. Your dad's never spoke any more truth than that, I promise you. Mark says, all North Carolina liquor stores are all state ran. There are some honey holes, though. There's one liquor store that I found. I couldn't tell you the name if I tried, but it's close to like East North Carolina, like over in the Nantahala area. That sounded pretty cool, but it closed like fucking 5 o'clock. So I couldn't go to it. But most of them are like ABC packing stores that look like they have almost nothing. So Mark says, if you make it to the Raleigh area, I'll show you around. I'll be in the Raleigh area in October. I have 2 weddings back to back there, so I'll be there for a little while. So yeah, I'll definitely go live at one of the bars, and then we can meet up or something, hang around. You can tell me where to go. I don't care. We can figure it out. This bottom camera is pissing me off. But all right, guys, I think I've held up enough of your time. was probably the longest live stream that we've done, and mainly was talking about bourbon cream. Maybe we're on to something, maybe we're not. I appreciate you guys hanging out, though. I really do. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for tomorrow's live stream. We'll be live 8:45 Eastern Time. That one should also be a little bit of a longer one because I have a few bottles to go through. Nobody noticed anything in the background today. I'm just saying, nobody noticed anything at all in the background that we may be popping open tomorrow. Who knows? So if you haven't already, I'm going to quickly go over it just for the ones that are just now popping in. We're doing a giveaway tomorrow. We're going to be giving away a bottle of each Taylor Small Batch or Weller Antique 107. Every comment is basically an entry. Please don't spam my comments, though. One comment will suffice. But each video, I'm going to select 4 comments from 4 different videos to go in a head-to-head duck race battle live tomorrow. You obviously have to be subscribed. More importantly, you have to be 21 or older because I will have it to where we send you the bottle. You'll have to sign for it and show your ID. And, of course, more importantly, I want you to be in the live to win. You know what I mean? Don't just enter in and then just hope I'm going to hunt you down because I'm not doing that. So I appreciate it. To quickly catch up on the chat because I didn't realize I paused it. Bonding over whiskey, confidence is a great evil, tortoise, and the hare, tuxedo cat. Bro, buddy's calling you out. I'm just saying, somebody's got to step up. Taylor says, good night, peeps. See you tomorrow. Tuxedo cat, E.H. Taylor. We all noticed. Hey, maybe you did, maybe you didn't. The Sideburn Willie says, EHT. We did. I maybe. I don't know. We got some other stuff too, though. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure to enter in the giveaway. And the wrong button. Hit the wrong button. That's my bad. But yeah, merch store goes live tomorrow as well. And I will see you guys tomorrow, 8:45 Eastern Time. See you boys on the other side. Peace.
I came from the mud.